Hey, it's Ty Crandall here with Credit Suite, and in this video, I just wanted to take a look at some actual approvals that our clients are getting now, some of which just rolled in, so you can get an idea of what's possible when you build business credit. So we talk a lot about the steps in building business credit. We talk about what you're going to go through in the finance suite and accomplish along the way, but here's the real result of these approvals. So we have clients on our Facebook and Periscope live streams weekly. Come on, tell us their success. We pull their commercial credit reports to verify these accounts you're seeing here. So let's take a look, because we can actually see this kind of from the beginning of the business credit building process all the way through. So when you first start building business credit, after you set up your business credit, well, you start getting vendor accounts, and you can see here Uline, Quill, Granger, Seton used to be a vendor that reported. You can see where you start. You start with these limits here of about $500 to $2,000 in the very beginning. Almost all vendor accounts are along this level. Now, Office Depot actually offers a net 30 vendor account as well, as you'll find out in your finance suite. So all these first ones, you can kind of see where you start. Now, what's nice about business credit building is that once you start with these kind of limits, $1,500, $2,000, it's very quick. You make a jump up to what we call the $5,000 to $10,000 range. So after you get these accounts and they report to your business credit, the business credit reporting agencies, they show on your reports, as you'll be able to verify in your finance suite. Then what's going to happen is you'll start to get approved for kind of the next tier, the next round of accounts. And you'll start to see these $5,000, $8,000 type of approvals, $7,500, places like Apple and BP and Tractor Supply, etc. Once these accounts start to report in this range, then you start to jump up to this $10,000 to $15,000 range. And you can kind of see some here in the $15,000 one. Here's one $15,000 with Shell. The next place is you kind of start to jump up to this $20,000 range. So you can see a Costco approval here. You can see Sunoco approval for $20,000. You can see a Fleet Card for $25,000 and Home Depot for $25,000. And then you kind of start to hit the top tier, which is the $40,000 to $50,000. You can see here an RGS Fleet. You can see Ford vehicle financing here. These are in the last steps of the finance suite. So this is what the business credit building process looks like in real results. You start with no credit profile, no score, and we get you these initial accounts here, the $500 to $2,000 in round 3. They report in about 30 to 60 days. Then you start to jump up pretty quick to the $5,000 plus range, and we see here. And then you start to jump up again into that $10,000, $15,000 range, and then you get up into the 20, and then you get up into the 40. And you can see some of the awesome accounts you can get. These are all, again, real approvals from, $7,500 from Apple. Somebody else got $10,000. Somebody else got $12,500. You could see Chevron in the beginning when you don't have many accounts, and then you can see as it starts to build, you get up to there. We could see somebody's even got as high as $35,000 with Amazon, $4,500 Amazon account. We could see Tractor Supply and Exxon, Sunoco. We could see Sears, multiple approvals for $5,000, $15,000. So what determines this? Why did one person get 5 and one person get 15? Well, the answer is somebody that got 5 applied sooner in the process when they didn't have a lot of accounts reporting. And then somebody that got 15 applied later in the process where they were already starting to get these $10,000, $15,000 approvals. You'll see the same thing with Amazon. This is somebody that applied for credit fairly early in. This is somebody that applied for credit after having much credit established. So the more credit you establish, the higher your limits get. The higher your limits get, the more other credit you get that kind of is either that limit or higher, and then it keeps going up to a point where even in 6 months you can start to get up to these $40,000 limits. So Best Buy, Fleet, AutoZone, Dell, several of these we just added here that are brand new approvals, Visa cards, Pitney Bowes. So this kind of gives you an idea of what's possible building business credit. From where you'll start with us here in round 3, all the way through to what's possible when you start to get to the $30,000, $40,000 limits after you've starting to get 10 accounts or more on your business credit report. So just wanted to give you a quick look here so you can get an idea of what's coming for you in the business credit building process.